the king, the king of kings. There is only one.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a tutorial video kind of showing how I personally make my own thumbnails. I had another YouTuber buddy that's having some issues with what I use. They're trying to use it as well. And it's a good alternative to Photoshop. It's free if you don't want to illegally down Photoshop or pay for it. But it's called Pixlr.com/editor. And we're on that main page right now. And what I'm going to do is kind of just walk y'all through how I make a thumbnail. And I've not planned any of this. I'm just going to kind of show off the tricks I know. Anyway, whenever you first go to this web page, and I got it bookmarked, so this is where it takes me if I click on it. You're going to go to create a new image. It's the first thing I always do. And if you're making a thumbnail for YouTube, you want to make it 1280 by 720. And then you got your size. I always make mine transparent. That doesn't really matter, but it doesn't hurt either. And then usually I'll name it thumbnail. What thumbnail we make for today's video is probably what I'm going to make the thumbnail on this one. Alright, so you got your area for your thumbnail. Usually what I'll do, I'll stretch it out a little bit. And then you can scroll back on your mouse and then make it a little bit bigger. And all this gray area right here is just space to kind of show you that you're filling the edges. That way, because if it was all white, you wouldn't know if you'd have maybe like a little bit still showing or whatever. If that makes sense. But anyway, usually what I'll do, you can go and you can look for a background. Like if you're just playing a specific game or something. In this case, we're not. But you can just look up any type of background. I like the color blue. Let's look up blue background. Try to find one that's roughly about the same size when you go to look. If it's bigger, that's okay. You can shrink it. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Alright, so we got our background. And what you do, first thing you want to do is throw down your background. Go up here to File. Click on it, Open Image. It'll go to wherever you have your, I guess wherever you have it set. Into your folders or whatnot. But anyway, we'll pick our background. And there it is. What you're going to do here, you're going to hit Control A. Control A selects everything in this picture. Control C for copy. And then press down on your blank thumbnail canvas. And then you're going to press Control V. That's going to put it on there. Now you could go ahead and use this as a background because this one was oversized. But if you want the whole picture, go to Edit. Go to Free Transform. Then you're just going to shrink it. And see, now it's way smaller than what we needed. So even if we had an image that was smaller, it's the same concept. Free Transform. I try to get them about as even as I can. But all you got to do is fill it back up. Just make sure, even if it's a little bit over, that way you know you ain't got anything it's going to be cut out. Then you're going to go to Apply to Changes. Yes, boom, there's our background. Alright, now that we got our background, let's open another image. Let's see, where can I find it? Render Pictures. Okay, first we're going to open up this picture. This is recently a picture that I was going to use for my Xbox profile picture. But anyway, we're Control A, C, do the same thing, Control V, and now it's on here. It's a transparent image already, but it didn't start out a transparent image. I'm not going to keep it on here, just wanted to show that. This is pretty much, I'm going to show you how to do this with yourself, which I'd say most of you know. So yes, Apply Changes. We're just going to click that off so it ain't there anymore. Let's open up another one, and we're going to use something in here. Do I have anything stupid that we can use other than me flipping people off? Oh, here's me with the new green screen. We'll do this one. Okay, yeah, this is me trying to pretend to be scared for a thumbnail, and I didn't end up using it. So Control A, C, click on this one, go Control V. First thing I do is free transform it. Get it to where I have what I actually want to keep in the frame, and I'll just put it in right there. And what I do, there's this lasso tool up here. Lasso tool, pretty much you pick a spot where you want to start. And for some reason it's not starting. Oh, it's because I need to go over to this one. For some reason that round one don't work. I don't know exactly how to use that one. But you go to this one over here with all the points. You click on it. And then just click every now and then as you scroll up the part that you're wanting to cut out. What you're pretty much doing is just cutting out what you want. And it will become a transparent image. Okay, we're almost done. I just kind of hurried up and clicked through it. So it's not going to look perfect. But pretty much what you're going to do is whenever you do get done, you want to reconnect them at some point. So we're just going to reconnect them down here at the bottom. It's going to cut off a little bit of me, but not very much, and that's alright. So boom, they're connected. Now, one thing you can do, you can pick yourself up and you'll move around your little body transformation, but you don't really want to do that because that's going to take everything off track. You're going to probably cut off more than you want to in certain spots. So try to avoid that. But usually the first thing I do after I do this is I go to free transform. I click on it. Notice it's cut out when I move it. I move it out of its little slot. If you look right there, there's our... Alright. I just kind of move it up. Click to the side of it. You want to apply these changes? Yes, we do. Okay, and if you'll notice it shifts a little bit. I don't know why it does that, it just does that. Anyway. Fuck. It's been cut out, but now it's a whole nother thing. So if you screw up like I just did, go to undo. Undo. There we go, now we're back like this again. Now we can delete our background behind us with this picture. So that whenever we want to actually go and erase this stuff behind us, we can, without having to worry about erasing our own picture that we actually wanted to keep. And I'm pretty sure if I do this, this will cut off my shoulder, yeah. So, Control Z also if you want a quicker way to undo. Yeah, you can kind of use yourself as a giant eraser here. I don't really need that hand, so we're not going to use that hand. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that hand. There we go. See, we've erased most of that background. Now we can just leave that the way it is. And now we're going to go to Edit Free Transform. Click Yes. Apply. Boom. Then you're just going to take your eraser tool, and since you're on a separate layer, you're not going to erase your background. You can just erase all you want. You can change the size of your brush. Do whatever you need. Just to get all that stuff done. And another thing, if you want to see that specific layer that you're on, just click off all the other layers. If you want to see little things over in the corner like this that you need to erase that you might have missed otherwise. And then click here to change your brush size, like 200. It can go bigger than that if you really want it to. Alright, but pretty much we have our transparent image. I'm pretty sure we've got rid of all the background. That's all gone. Let's click our background back. We got our background. Now another little handy tool is the wand tool. If you notice, I got the green screen in behind me. All you gotta do is click on this green. Sometimes you got to up the tolerance to make it work a little better. Let's go up to 30. And we'll click on these little green spots. And then we'll click back on our eraser and boom. That green is gone. And it didn't erase our face. It's kind of in a tight spot. So we don't want to do that to ourselves. That one's wanting to take away our face. I'll just kind of stay away from it. It just kind of depends on the lighting. But anyway, we got rid of most of that green. That's all I'm going to do there. Anyway, then we're going to drag ourselves wherever we want. Maybe we'll put ourselves in the corner somewhere. Maybe even do a little bit of touch up on the green, or a little bit on my headphones. Over here is a fun little place to play, and you can drag and drop this stuff wherever you want to. I tend to just leave it over here, that way it's out of the way. But if you go over here, this layer style is something that I use quite often. And then you'll have all this stuff. You can do drop shadows if you want to make it look like your image has a shadow. You can do an inner shadow, which looks like crap. You got level, which looks alright on text. The main thing that I use this for is outer glow. And I'll usually go over here, especially like if it's a darker background. This is kind of a dark blue. I'll go to white, just to keep it simple. And now we kind of got a small little white outline. Well, you can go back over to it, click on it, and then you can change how big you want it to be. So if you want a glow, you got a glow on you. Depending on how hard you want it, you can do that. Make it a big old outline. You can just shrink it down if you just want to do like a straight line. Straight solid line, I should say. And it kind of just helps make that pop. But if you go down on your hardness and up on your sides, you get that more of a glow feel. So there's that. That's your first image on the thumbnail. Another thing you can do, of course, you click over here on this A, you can get text. There's other ways to get text on here. You can click on here. I'll just write thumbnail. You got all these different texts that you can use. And I know that's really small right now. You can fix that. All you gotta do is boom. Wherever you want it. I don't know if it's shrinking or not. There we go. And a lot of times what I'll do, I'll change it to bold. Bold just looks better. Color. Change the color to whatever you want the color to be. Make it yellow. Match my school colors. So we got thumbnail. One other thing I'm going to do. I'd rather it be in all capital letters. There we go. We'll use that one. That's pretty damn generic. Then we're going to click OK. We got the word thumbnail now. We'll go back over to our moving key. We'll just put thumbnail up here. You can do the same thing with it. If you want an outer glow, you do the same exact thing. Let's go with a black on this one. Just see what it looks like. Never hurts to play around. It kind of makes it pop out. Make that big. We'll click OK. We'll see what it looks like if we... Yeah, see, that looks alright, especially if we bring it down a little bit. Now, another thing I do, I go to this other website. Let's see, the website is cooltext.com, and all these websites I'm going to leave a link in the description too. So, really, other than Google Images, pretty sure you should know how to get to that. This website, you can go over and you can look up text for whatever you're really looking for. Okay, I went with the hot pink logo right here. We're going to use it. And we're going to use it... I forgot I had all... I think it does all capital letters anyway. Find out... Yeah, it does all capital letters. So boom, tutorial. We're going to use that. But maybe I don't much care for the color. If you want to go over on this website after you've picked your thing and you've typed in what you want, you can go to logo, and usually there's some options to edit some things. Like this granite here, we'll go to... Let's go to frost blue. Change it up a little bit. Outline granite, we can change that to whatever we want. I actually think that looks pretty cool. That's not far off from what the original was, but we're going to go with that. After you're done, you can make it whatever size you want to. That part's not really going to matter that much because you can transform it and you can shrink it and do whatever you need to do. But then you're just going to click download. Boom. File, open image. Go back to download, that's where that's saved. Tutorial, open. ACV. Then we got tutorial, and I made it a little bit bigger on purpose so I could just show you the free transform thing again. So we just shrink it down, adjust it to where we think it looks good. And there it is. It looks like crap. It don't match, but it's there. You can add an outer glow. It's all in personal preference, really. So boom, we got that. I can't think of any other basics I might be leaving out, but we're just going to throw something else in here. And we're going to slide it on up in there. Don't need to be near that big. We're going to put that right there. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything I missed. You got your eraser tool, you got your paint bucket tool. If you've used paint, you know what most of these are. If not, you can figure it out by messing with them. If you decide that you're like, hey, I don't think I actually want this in my thumbnail, but I might later, you can click this box and boom, it's gone. You can always put it back later. If you've put something, oh crap, I didn't want that to be in front of that picture, that's an easy fix as well. You just gotta move your layers. That's all you gotta do. Just move your layers. But anyway, I think that's about all. If there's anything I forgot about, let me know. But there's your thumbnail. All you gotta do is you gotta go and save it. It's called the thumbnail video thumbnail. So there we go. 100% quality. Make it look the best you can. And if you're wanting to make a logo or something later on, you click in here and you go to PNG if you want it to be transparent. So like if you want to make a logo for a series you're playing, which I'll show that after I do this, I guess. Why not? Okay, so I have this Emily Wants to Play logo. First off, I'm going to shrink it, because I won't need it to be that big in my thumbnails. We're going to have it here with the transparent background. We'll give it an outer glow because I think it looks nice with black. Let's change that to black. Put the hardness all the way up. We'll do that. So now I got my logo for Emily Wants to Play. Should rename it. Now I want you to see what I'm doing here. JPG, even though it's on a transparent image, you save it. Let's open it. See what happened. White background. It's not transparent, so that'd be annoying. So whenever you go to save it, all you gotta do, fully transparent, PNG, click save, boom. Now we open that image. Here it is. It's transparent. Nothing's following it. So if you want to make a logo for a game you're playing, and you don't want to sit there and keep messing with it, if you want to give it kind of a more of a pop with an outer glow or whatever, like I did with this one, you can go ahead and do that and just save that image. I think it's easiest to do it that way. But anyway, I think I'm going to shut up. I think that's pretty much all I needed to cover. I've rambled for 30-some minutes. I'm going to have to cut a lot of this crap out. If y'all have any other suggestions, anything that y'all want to know how I do personally, this is how I personally make thumbnails and whatnot. If you want to see anything else, let me know down in the comments, and we'll try to get a video together, and I'll try to hopefully get it planned out more than what this one is, because this one I just freestyled. But anyway, if y'all enjoyed this video, leave me a like. Subscribe for more. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
Now feel your fear.